The next topic is used to and would. Okay, so we used to is when something was true but is not true now. So for example, I used to live in Saudi Arabia, but now I live in the UAE. So this was true before, but now this is true. Or you can use negative. So with the negative, just notice we don't use the letter D here. So I didn't used to be a teacher, but now I am. So I used to be work in sales and marketing, but now I'm a teacher. Or you can make a question. What did you used to do? No D. When you were a child. Okay. So you can answer I used to, positive, or I didn't used to, negative. Like this. Let's find the examples in this text. Okay, so we're looking for used to and would. Okay. Oh, we used to practice for 2 hours every day. So that was when they were children, but now they don't do that. I used to feel very ashamed. This doesn't happen anymore. After school, we used to play in the street with our friends. They don't do that now. Notice this one though, or we'd go inside, we would go inside. So you can sometimes you can use would and used to, you can change them. It doesn't really change the meaning though. So you could say here, oh here we've got my dad would tell me off. So you could say my dad used to tell me off. Okay, so it would be the same then. Okay, I used to love hanging out in town. Okay, you can only use would for action verbs. You can't use them for state verbs. So love is a state verb. You can't say I would love hanging out. It has to be used to if it's a state verb. If it's an action verb, you can change them, no problem. So go is an action verb. You could say, or we used to go inside, or we would go inside. Okay, so sometimes you can use used to or would, sometimes only used to. If you look here, it says used to describes, well, used to and would describes habits in the past or activities. Used to states, so it's like, love, understand, want, things like that. Okay. So if you see this slide, we've got the first sentence says I used to live in Saudi Arabia, but now I live in the UAE. And the second one, it says I would live in Saudi Arabia, but now I live in the UAE. So this is live is more like a state verb, so would doesn't work here. This is wrong. So it has to be this one, I used to live in Saudi Arabia. The second one, that looks like a mistake to me. Okay, I changed that. Okay, so the second one, I used to read books. I would read books, but now I don't. So that one, you can say both for that one. Okay, just to point out that would has different meanings. It's not only talking about the past, you can use it for other things too. Would you like a cup of coffee? That is an offer, for example. Okay, would you like some tea? The second one, this is a conditional sentence. If I had $1 million, I would buy a new house. But basically, this means we're using our imagination. So sometimes we use would when we're using our imagination. And the third one, this is the one we looked at before. When I was a child, I would always fight with my brother. So you could say I used to always fight with my brother. Okay. Okay, let's look at the Blackboard task. So here actually it's just used to. So you want used to or didn't use to without D in the negative. Okay. So the first one, this is she used to drive a Kia. Now she drives a Mercedes. So before this was true and now this was true. This positive sentence. Okay, because we've got but here, we want a negative one here. Okay, I didn't used to play violin, but now I do. Don't forget to as well. We always need to. Okay, number 3. Okay, so he couldn't afford nice things, so he didn't have money. Omar didn't used to earn a lot of money, so he couldn't afford nice things. Okay. Number 4. Okay, so everyone had private teachers. Okay, so I think we need the negative here. Many years ago in the UAE, children didn't used to learn English in schools. Because of that, everyone had private English teachers. Okay. Number 5. This is true. Okay. In the 1970s, people used to dance to disco music. Number 6. Okay, so now he just sits at home watching TV. So yeah, this is positive, I think. When he was a teenager, he used to keep fit. Now he just sits at home watching TV. Okay. Okay, number 7. Okay, the Earth was round. They thought it was flat, so they didn't believe this. Hundreds of years ago, people didn't used to believe the Earth was round. They thought it was flat. Number 8. It made him unhealthy. So I think he stopped. A few years back, he used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, but it made him unhealthy. Now he's too old. Okay, so I think my father used to ride a bike when he was younger. Now he's too old. Number 10. But now he lives in Dubai. He used to live in London, but now he lives in Dubai. Okay. Let's just look at this grammar explanation for used to and would. So used to and would. Habits in the past. Okay, I would go to the gym every day. My sister used to have really long hair. So you can use both for habits. Okay, we often use would when we're telling a story or remembering an event. Those were the best years of my life. I would spend all day on the beach and go out every night. For states in the past, we only use used to, not would. So I used to live in Dubai. And we can use the past simple and not used to or would. Okay, so for example, I went to the gym every day instead of I used to go to the gym every day. We often use any longer or not anymore with these, with used to. Okay. Okay, anyway, I'm going to stop that video there.